Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna set up my station here. Get a new day of adding comic books to my collection. What happened to my pen? My pen is gone. Yeah, this one should work. Alright. Today we're watching the new Daredevil series on Disney Plus. I guess it's came out last year, or started last year, but I'm just now finding out about it. So that's pretty cool. Daredevil. Good old Marvel series. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. It's a little loud. It's just kind of a background show. It's, such a cool, unique superpower. Alright, so we got some new comics here out of the box that have not been bagged and boarded. Oh, it feels like my table's wet. Yeah. It feels kind of sticky. I don't want that to end up on the comics. I gotta wipe that up. Thanks for sticking with me. Dogs are being crazy. Hey! Knock it off. Alright. So we got a DC. It says it's a Superman Batman number 77. That's interesting. Doesn't look like Superman, but it's Supergirl and Robin. Looking for a therapist. So take a picture of it, Google AI, and find out a little bit more about this. Open it up, bag and board it. Image shows a copy of Superman, Batman. Can you see that? I don't know. Number 77, a special Halloween issue published by DC Comics in 2010, December. A special Halloween issue. That's interesting. Issue centers around an unexpected, playful team-up between Supergirl and Robin as they investigate a disturbance in Gotham City and cross paths with the Scarecrow. See, that's the funny thing about comics sometimes is the cover will have nothing to do with what's going on in the comic sometimes, but in this instance, yeah, Supergirl and Robin. This issue is widely recognized and collected by fans primarily for its iconic and popular cover art featuring Supergirl and Damian Wayne standing side by side. Oh wow! Typical trade between $7 and $24 on secondary marketplaces. So this is definitely one that I want to. Yeah, look at that, $24 right there for sale on eBay. First one it's referenced. Wow, that's way to start the day. Tell me everything about this comic. So, we just want to find out everything we can. But let's open it up since... Oh, look at that. Look at that center page. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. What? What is this? Okay, well, I'm not going to read the entire issue here, but I just want to flip through some pages. You're not Batman. Crash. Wreck. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Superman and Batman number 77 is an issue from the classic Superman Batman ongoing comic book series published by DC Comics, released with a cover date of December 2010, hitting stands in October 2010. This individual issue functions as a standalone, self-contained Halloween issue, Halloween special, titled Fright Night. Oh, look at her in a bunny outfit, and him in like a, what is that, like a mobster suit. This story took place during a unique era in DC history when Bruce Wayne was lost in time and presumed dead. Dick Grayson, the original Robin, was filling in as Batman, leaving Bruce's biological son, Damian Wayne, serving as the current Robin. The plot pairs two completely contrasting personalities, the optimistic Supergirl and the cynical, arrogant Robin. During a rainy night in Metropolis, Supergirl discovers a gruesome mass grave containing dead bodies and suicide slum. When local police dismiss her help, she flies to Gotham City seeking the world's greatest detective, Batman. Instead of Batman, she finds Robin tied in chains and fighting Killer Croc. Oh, so that's who we found here at the beginning. That was supposed to be Killer Croc. Yep, right there. She intervenes, which only annoys Damian, who insists he didn't need her help and calls her an alien. Despite their immediate friction, Damian reveals he is already tracking the Metropolis murderers at the morgue. Kara's X-ray vision turns up empty, but Damian tracks the victims' backgrounds through databases. He realizes they were all LexCorp interns and Metropolis University students. A digital breadcrumb lead reveals that the remaining surviving interns are all attending a massive local Halloween party. That's a good turn to this page. To blend into the college party, the duo dresses in Halloween costume. Supergirl wears a giant pink bunny suit, and Robin dresses up as a 1940s-style gangster detective, mockingly dubbed Low Matches by Kara, and references to Bruce Wayne's undercover alias, Matches Malone. At the party, Kara ignores Damian warnings to stay covert when she spots someone wearing an eerie, oversized pumpkin head. She flies the suspect into the air to interrogate him, but realizes she cannot feel any heat or heartbeat from his body. The pumpkin costume is revealed to be a distraction controlled by the Scarecrow. Scarecrow utilizes an upgraded, incredibly potent strain of fear toxin that forces victims to live out their absolute worst psychological nightmares, but young heroes are subjected to hallucinated terrors. But they overcome their psychological trap by working together. They break Scarecrow's control, neutralize the villain, and save the remaining LexCorp interns. The story concludes. Oh, look at her eyes. She's super pissed there. Boom! That was as close as you're gonna get. No closer. The story concludes with Dick Grayson, Batman, teasing Damian about whether his night out with Supergirl was a date, in quotations. While the story itself is an entertaining holiday one-shot, this issue is legendary among collectors for its cover art. Ale Garza's design depicts a sassy, hand-on-hip Supergirl with a small pumpkin balanced on her head, standing next to a characteristically, I can read, grumpy, arms crossed, Damian Wayne. The visual contrast perfectly encapsulates the dynamic of the world's finest younger generation and remains a highly sought-after cover for fans of both characters. Yeah, as we saw earlier, like most of the comics that I come across are worth anywhere from like $2 to $12, but this one is $7 to $24 right now. Mostly it seems like because of this cover art. So that's interesting. Definitely gonna bag and board this and add it into our collection. Anybody got any thoughts or input to that comic and story? Anybody fans of young Robin, Batman's son, Damian Wayne, or Supergirl? Scarecrow, if you're a villain fan. Croc. It's a fun story. This comic actually looks like it's in really good condition. Staples are nice. It's got some like scuffs on the cover, so like it's obviously been outside of a cover for a while, but I don't see any like folded pages. It's just like little scratches, and I don't know if you can see. Yep, there in the light. Scuffs on the back cover. So it's definitely not an 8 or 9. It's probably more like a 6 or a 7, maybe even lower. But this is not one I intend to sell anytime soon, so we're just gonna preserve it, keep it as nice as we can, and maybe another 10, 15, 20 years will change its value, change its rarity, change its significance in the story. It's not a key issue. It's just highly sought after because of the cover. So maybe that's a thing right now. What did it say? The contrast between the two characters symbolizes their youth or the youth of today. So this is Superman. Oh, I don't like this pen already. Superman. No. You gotta use this right on the ball. Nope. What happened to my other pen? I don't like... I love this pen, but it's too inky. Superman. Batman. Number 77. December 2010.
We said it very, very low. Wouldn't give her the satisfaction.
Halloween
That seems very well adjusted.
special. And iconic for cover art is, I guess, also what I want to know. Well, it's collectible. For its iconic cover art. Alright. Anybody got anything to add to that story? That was a fun story. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next comic. Hey, what's up? Chris. Thanks for joining. Chris? Chris Harris. Do I know you? You look familiar. Anyways. Alright, so unlike last night, I'm not gonna sort these into the box right now. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. So this is another Superman Batman number 76. This one was 77. And that one's 76, but when we were reading about there was some significance to the storyline of what was happening in that comic. Let me read back through here. Supergirl flies to Gotham City seeking the world's greatest detective, Batman. Instead of Batman, she finds Robin tied in chains and fighting Killer Croc. She intervenes. Damien reveals he's already tracking. He realizes they're all... Didn't it say something about what was happening in the previous episode? This story took place during a unique era in DC history when Bruce Wayne was lost in time and presumed dead. So that must be what's happening in this one. Lost in time. Presumed dead. Let's find out. Okay. This comic book is Superman Batman number 76. We know that. Published by DC Comics with a cover date of November 2010. Set in the emotional aftermath of Final Crisis. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to find out more about that. A grieving Superman struggles to cope with the death of Bruce Wayne. What? He confronts Dick Grayson, who looms in the background of the cover. This is supposed to be Dick Grayson? Wasn't Dick Grayson about stepping up to take on the mantle of the Dark Knight, setting off a complex dynamic between the new world's finest team? Oh, so here's what's up with the cover. This striking cover art pays direct homage to the classic Piete Pose. Did I say that right? Piete Pose. The classic Pieta pose, reminiscent of the famous Crisis on Infinite Earths #7 cover where Superman cradles Supergirl. God, his face is all messed up there. Like, he definitely looks dead. Hands are still... Has a... Oh my gosh. Holds a raw collector value of $3 to $10, so standard. Tell me everything about this comic. Alright, so let's open it up. Find out a little bit more about what's going on in this story. Since it's not bagged and boarded. Actually, I want to look at the condition first. It's just like the last one. This one's actually in really good condition. It's got like a little cover and back cover scuffs. Oh, it's got a little wear to this corner. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Superman getting it on in the first page. Superman Batman #76 is a single issue comic book published by DC Comics with a cover date of November 2010 entitled The Brave and the Bold. It functions primarily as an intimate, emotional character study dealing with the psychological fallout of a major DC Universe crossover event. This issue is unique because it acts as a retroactive gap filler between two major DC storylines. It takes place right after Final Crisis, where Bruce Wayne was believed dead after confronting Darkseid, and before Battle of the Cowl, the storyline where Gotham's heroes fought over who would inherit the mantle. At this point in DC continuity, Superman was also deeply grieving the recent loss of his adoptive father, Jonathan Kent, leaving his emotional support structure completely fractured. The issue opens shortly after the conclusion of Final Crisis. Superman and Wonder Woman arrive at the Batcave alongside Alfred Pennyworth, that's who we see right here, to break horrific news of Bruce Wayne's death to Dick Grayson, Nightwing, that's who we see right there, and Tim Drake, Robin. Dick reacts with anger and denial, demanding to see a body. The narrative explores the heavy weight of grief on Clark Kent. He struggles with the frustrating reality that despite having the power to do almost anything in the universe, he cannot bring his best friend back from the dead. As the story progresses, Dick Grayson eventually accepts reality and takes over as the new Batman to protect Bruce's legacy. However, a deeply hurt and protective Superman initially confronts Dick. Superman is initially furious and uncomfortable seeing someone else wearing his best friend's exact costume. Through their shared trauma, Dick and Clark come to an understanding. Dick explains that becoming the Dark Knight, oh yeah, you can see, And you know his disguise was Bruce Wayne. He was Batman. You're parading around in his skin. That's literally what it says. Through their shared trauma, Dick and Clark come to an understanding. Dick explains that becoming the Dark Knight isn't an insult to Bruce, but a necessary debt to keep Gotham safe. This moment helps solidify the foundation of a brand new, world's finest partnership between the Man of Steel and the new Batman. Oh, there's Wonder Woman. The cave was his. This has to be mine. That's wise. Thank you. 'Cause I'm now Batman. But that's weird because in the exact next episode, it's didn't it say it was Dick Grayson but in a Robin outfit? So that's interesting. Anybody got anything to say about this comic? The storyline? Anything I might have missed? Alright. So the cover is a direct artistic homage to the Pieta-style Michelangelo's famous sculpture of Mary cradling Jesus. Oh, that's what that is. In comic history, this exact pose famously mirrors the legendary cover of Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, where Superman cradled the lifeless body of Supergirl. The corpse Superman is holding on the cover is a Batman clone, a grotesque remnant left behind by Darkseid's forces during Final Crisis. Dick Grayson's new version of Batman watches silently from the background fog. Wow. Wow. What a fun story. Alright. Let's bag and board it. Mark it with a T. Put it in the oven for a baby. How's it going? Beating Sally face again?
Huh?
Beating Sally face again?
Eating salad face again?
Yeah.
Salad face?
Sally face.
Oh. Any thoughts on anything was got to the ducks
Oh. Oh, have you? Yeah. Not fun after you beat a game 12 times. Alright. Tape it up, tape it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put it down, down, down. Hey, there it is, bag and boarded. So a lot of fun stuff happening in this story, but nothing crucial to make it like a collector's issue. It's just Superman. Batman. Number 76. November 2010. And yeah, I don't think there was anything that really stood out. It's not a key issue. It's not part of any kind of crossover. There's just some stuff happening in the story that's relevant to other timelines. And the continuity of the story, but that's not something I want to take note of. So I'm just gonna add it and stack it. Put it over here. Sort it in later. Here we go. Got another one. Number 86. We just did 76, 77. I actually want to grab the rest of this because there's a lot of them here. I think it's all of these. 85, 710, 62. Let's see if I can sort them a little bit. 70, 71. That would help with the storyline, at least while we're learning about these comics. 69, 68, 57, 59, 58. Wow. I love it when we got them like really close sets here. 56, 55. Wow, what a cool run. 54. Okay, now we're dropping down here. 34, 45, 36, 35, 34, 35, 36. Whoops, dang it. 86. And we have 66 and 67. This is a completely different Superman and Batman before, number 710. Wild. Okay. We'll keep it in the stack just for something interesting. Let me take another look at this. So we got 34, 35, 36, then a random one, 45. And we got 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Look at that suit. That's weird. And we got a break for a couple of them. Then 62. Another random 68. Oh, run here. 68, 69, 70. And 71. And then we jump up to 85 and 86. 71, and then we just did 76 and 77 in the middle of that. That's a good jump on this collection. I love Batman. That's the reason I bought this book, is because I just thought it was fun. Like Superman and Batman. They pack these boxes live on WhatNot, and I saw her throwing in all these Superman comics that also had Batman on the cover, so I was like, well, it looks like fun. I want to add those to my Batman collection. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, what have we got left in this box? Not a lot. Not much more Batman and Superman stuff. This Daredevil show is kind of disappointing. But it's episode 1. It started out dramatic. Now people are like, oh, I'm sorry, pup. My puppy wants back up on the chair. She was sleeping with me and then I got up. Here you go, baby. Okay, so I think I want to try to run through these. This is a lot to get through tonight, but if we can do it kind of quick, I think that's ideal. So I'm going to skip. No, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But I got them in order now, at least. So here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Ask an AI. Tell me everything about this comic. Here we go. This featured item is Superman Batman number 34, a mainline issue published by DC Comics with a cover date of May 2007. The issue marks the beginning of a 3-part crossover arc titled Metal Men, Part 1, We Robots. The story is built upon the classic Superman-Batman format, featuring a dual narrator technique where readers see the inner monologues of both Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne reacting to the same situations from opposing philosophical viewpoints. The story opens in Gotham City. The main antagonist is a classic cyborg villain, Metallo, who has evolved into a massive, terrifying, updated robotic threat. The twist: famed robotics scientist Doc Will Magnus brings in his freshly modified Metal Men squad. This issue features the first appearance of Copper, a brand new metal member added to the classic roster alongside gold, iron, lead, mercury, platinum, and tin. Characters appearing in this issue include Lucius Fox, Commissioner James Gordon, and Doc Magnus's assistant Helen Garin. This issue is from the mid-2000s and was highly printed, making it very accessible. It's only worth around $2 to $4, but the graphics are awesome. Oh, a Got Milk ad with Vince Carter. Anybody remember Vince Carter? Put in the comments if you know anything about Vince Carter. Yeah, not a lot to say about this comic. Seems like there's just a lot of drama happening in it, not a lot of action. But it did say something. Oh, something about a newsstand edition. I don't think it usually tells me if this is a newsstand edition. So it's the first appearance of Copper. That might be notable. Otherwise, just really good drawing, really good art. Superman, Batman number 34. May. Oh, there he is again on the back. Okay. So let me see here. Superman, Batman. Number 34. May 2007. Um, it's a 3-part crossover arc. 3-part crossover arc. Part 1. We Robots. And first appearance of Copper. First app Copper. Okay. Bag and board it. I did this backwards, didn't I? Usually don't write it until I bag and board it. There's probably a reason for that. Or it's just my process. Because I can't seal it. Alright. There we go. Get yourself a hobby, guys. Good way to kill the time. Get interested in something. There we go. Superman, Batman number 34. Next up, number 35. That's interesting. That is an interesting cover. Oh, Brainiac is back. I thought that was Croc for a second. Alright, my robot vacuum is doing something crazy behind me and the cat's scratching at the door, so I gotta get up. Hey, you're done.
I see right through you, Frisky. You're not a mayor who loves his city. You're a whiny kid who wants everyone to love him. A monster trying to rewrite his legacy. But guess what? See it. See you around, King.
Your husband needs you to know that. It's important that you're seen in court. Can I ask you something? You've read the papers, seen the news and all that. Can you just be straight? Does my husband have a chance?
Alright. I'm getting a little tired here, guys, so I think this is going to be my last one for tonight. I know earlier I was like, let's get through all of these, just like 10 minutes ago, but it's not going to happen, and that's fine. There's no rush to this collecting game. Alright, so this comic book shows Superman Batman number 35, 2007. Tell me everything about this comic. Let's go. Here's a breakdown. This is Superman Batman Volume 1, issue number 35, date 2007. Story arc is Metal Men Part 2 BI. So was this one was Part 1, right? The one that we just did, number 34. Part 1, We Robots. Part 2, BI. 3-part crossover arc. Story concludes a 2-part arc bridging the iconic team-up series with Dr. Will Magnus's. Oh, this comic is actually like in really good condition. I could tell as soon as I started to open it. This cover is shiny. I don't see any scuffs. Oh, it's got a little damage up there in the corner. It's got a little folding action happening down here. Can't see it. But I don't think that this has been opened too many times. Because it feels very tight. Like you can see by the way this page is not wanting to fold down. Story concludes a two-part arc bridging the iconic team-up with Dr. Will Magnus's shape-shifting robotic heroes, the Metal Men. The story kicks off following a battle with Metallo. Superman flies Metallo to the Batcave so Batman can perform a direct physical examination of a cybernetic implant embedded inside Metallo's brain. Batman uncovers that the implant is running an advanced computer virus remotely controlled by Brainiac. He traces the signal back to an orbiting communications satellite. Upon investigating the satellite, Superman and Batman discover nanites that rapidly assemble into a metallic hostile body. Gosh, freaking animals. Assemble into a metallic hostile body shaped like Brainiac. Backed by unique shape-shifting capabilities of the Metal Men, gold, iron, lead, mercury, etc., the world's finest heroes must neutralize the cybernetic entity. The plot builds to a climax where Batman utilizes a secret weapon he has intentionally hidden away to permanently sever Brainiac's hold. Well, that's a fun story. Nanites. Brainiac. Metallics. I love this suit that Batman's in. It's a fun story. Fun characters. Batman and Son action figures. The cover features a banner reading Countdown 49. Oh, right down here. This was a marketing banner used by DC Comics in 2007 across all its major ongoing titles. It counted down the 52 weeks leading up to the major crossover event series, Countdown to Final Crisis, signaling to readers that events in the DC universe were marching toward a reality-altering climax. Why does it smell like poop in here? Did one of you guys poop, or is that just farts? The door's literally open. You can just go outside. Look at this guy. Are you gonna go potty or what? You gonna go potty? Go potty. No, she just wants to get up with me. Come on. Come on. Alright. Well, like I said, I'm getting tired. It's night 2 of what? Oh, I got some kind of restriction. What happened? Why does it say restriction on my... Your live is not eligible for recommendation. It is restricted in search results because it redirects users to purchase products outside TikTok. This is in line with the For You feed eligibility standards. I'm not directing. These are old comics. These are collectibles. I'm not directing anybody to purchase products outside of TikTok. What the heck are you even talking about? I'm gonna stop doing lives on TikTok. Yesterday I got in trouble for using the R word, which is an R word in itself.
I'm granting the motion in limine. The people are directed not to discuss or introduce any evidence of Hector Ayala's life as White Tiger or any exhibit related to some bullshit.
Whatever.
When I was coming up and we seen the blue.
TikTok Live is only about doing battles or whatever. That's all they care about. Do a battle. Come on, let's battle each other on TikTok Live. How many taps can you get? Hey guys, tap the screen if you want to battle me. So stupid. If I try to do a TikTok Live talking about collecting comics and learning about the comics, it goes, oh, you're trying to sell stuff outside of TikTok. We don't want you to sell stuff outside of TikTok. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm literally just talking about comic books. What, because I said that I bought these on WhatNot? Is that what you're freaking out about? You're so dumb. Anyways, I'm going to... Guess what, TikTok? I'm going to download this video and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Because I get more views over there, even though I'm doing a live video on your platform. You don't want to promote me. So frustrating. It's alright. I'm just figuring this out in the moment. I had this idea that, hey, other people might be interested in comic books and learning about comic books. So maybe I could do this live. And other people would be interested. But TikTok's like, yeah, maybe people are interested, but we don't want you talking about comic books on our platform because people might go and buy comic books. We don't sell comic books. I don't know, what does DC and Marvel have TikTok accounts where they sell comic books on your platform? So stupid. I doubt it. Anyways, these are old comics. This one's literally from 2007. So the only way you're gonna buy it. And does your platform? Can you buy old comics anywhere on your platform? I don't think so. The number one place to buy old comics is on eBay or in a comic book store. God, I'm on a rant right now. I'm too tired for this. Was there anything else I needed to add on to this? I don't think this was a key issue. Going back through the story arc. Part 2. Metalman. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Okay, good. Because I'm tired. And I'm annoyed with TikTok. Restricted. I also took a clip of my live from yesterday and posted it, but because I used the R word, they took the audio off. Which is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not using TikTok correctly. Okay, I hate you, TikTok. That's it for my live tonight. Thank you for joining. I love you guys. How do you do that? Love. Love. If you watched it all, or if I'm going to download this live and upload it to YouTube. Love my YouTube viewers. Yeah. Have a good night. Peace.
Not a big solution.